Hello, my fellow insurance advisors from all over the world. We are so happy to welcome you to the first 3D Global Conference of IFA Academy. My name is Panos Ledakis and I am the founder and CEO of IFA Academy. Thank you from the bottom of our heart for this massive participation. This time, right now, we have more than 11,000 insurance professionals in our platform from all over the world, from 45 countries. You exceeded our wildest expectations.
It is up to us to spread the word about what we do. This is where technology is going to be driving this business for our success. Get the word out there. This industry is primed to be the best profession for the foreseeable future, so take advantage of it.
It's about finding the challenges of a new and exciting world and then creating order in our new world of disorder. We are not going back to the old world at all. And even if you may want to, your clients may not want to, as they have embraced the new world with their family and work interaction.
We all have to think the better way, how to communicate, how to attract people to join us. If we, Gamma Talent, can do it, if I, as the CEO of FCC, can do it, I think you all can do it as well.
Then who is a superhero? A superhero is a person who does heroic deeds and has the ability to do so in a way that a normal person couldn't. And I'm here to say that I believe all the children in this world have superpowers and they have potential to be great superheroes.
They think that we are salesperson, and of course that's very far from the truth. We are consultants and we have to be better consultants. We have to be scientific consultants. That's why we want to present you a solution that we are working on 9 years of research and 5 years of implementation. We invented 2 software for insurance advisors to use that we implement the science and principles of risk management for a scientific insurable assessment and risk profiling.
Hi friends, let me share with you my experience of how I create clients for life. So one of the first steps for me is to declare that I am someone who's committed to create an extraordinary relationship and to provide world-class service to my clients.
So as long as we are still alive, as long as hope exists, and even when we leave this world, hope lives from the story we leave behind and the legacy we build.
So the correct process is the following. The lead arrives. Within a day, you call the prospect and position yourself by showing a vision of what it's like to work with you.
I want to remind you that it is our aptitude that determines our altitude in life. We don't close a sale, we open a relationship.
A vital part to it was I started giving. One of my favourite quotes is from Anne Frank. And she was right when she said, "No one has ever become poor by giving." So I immediately started giving referrals and my time. My idea was simple. If I gave them business, they were more likely to want to give me business in return.
If I only had more opportunities, my life would be better. If I had these specific talents, personality, or resources, everything would be different. Or if I live in another country, I would achieve incredible results. How wrong I was. I did not realize that I already had everything that I needed in order to succeed. But I was waiting for all of these things.
Precursor to the meeting, I was asked, knowing what I know today, what would I advise my younger self to do differently were I to have the chance? And I'm sure each of you can look back and see your life from a different perspective today. Events, choices that you made in the past that you might do differently today if you could. But it's important to remember those events all contributed to who you are and who you're going to be in the future. And if you're like me, you probably can see it was those tough times that made you stronger.
If I were to remember what that was like when I began my career, I would say to myself, be strong. This is not a quick journey to success. This is a pathway of servitude where we help other individuals take care of themselves and their families. There'll be difficult days. There'll be days when you question why you're in this industry. I know that I myself did. In fact, early in my career, I went to my manager and I said, do you ever think about leaving this industry? And his answer to me was, for the first 5 years, every day. For the next 5 years, about once a week. And after that, I realized the goodness that I was doing and my life changed.
India, and we discussed with these two amazing ladies the idea of how they can prospect with webinars. I'm so amazed and happy that they implemented this idea so quickly, so fast, and so effective that I wanted to share their experience with the whole audience.
And you were talking about doing the webinars. I was thinking, how can I do it? It's beyond my imagination. But then when we having the lockdown last year in 2020, starting in March, then I was thinking, I need to do something how I can connect to my prospect and how I can connect to my clients. Then,
in one word, today geography is history. So I think we have discovered something phenomenal, and it is going to, when we come back to real life as well, this is going to take us to a new era altogether.
Virtual will be the norm. If you are still uncomfortable with virtual meetings with your clients and hoping that things will go back to how it was once the pandemic is over, my advice is, don't. The future will be a mix of face-to-face and virtual meetings.
And now, my friends, to the most innovative virtual reality panel.
There are some silver linings to the pandemic, especially from the term of the consumer. There's so many positives to this. Thankfully, I think the consumer is seeing that the financial services industry has really stepped up to the plate.
It really has focused the change and made the entire community pivot to looking at technology in a way it never has before. How do we meet with clients? How do we recruit? How do we work from home? All of these things are evolving, and I'm so excited, and thank you, Panos, for having all of us here, because Zoom is great, but what we're going to do in a few minutes with virtual reality, I mean, that's the next level of what we can look to for our business to kind of move into.
I actually think for every crisis, there is opportunity to go back to that age-old saying. And this has presented us with opportunities to not only secure the future of the consumer, but talk about securing the future of your business. But it's allowing us to show the attention that candidly we need in this industry. Empathy is free, it costs nothing. And that is where what we need to apply with the use of technology. It's been it's not as comfortable as we want it to be yet, but I think we're on our path to new ways to secure our loved ones.
Human beings are adaptable, and so we need to continue to adapt to the new technologies to accelerate our businesses, enhance our relationships. And secondly, and most importantly, as I've done through the COVID period, is we each are providing, our businesses are providing an experience for the client. We're still in that experience economy, and we need to operate like Amazon, frictionless, ease of use, speed of service, and that's what the life insurance industry and certainly our insurance agencies are accomplishing through the use of technology.
And we can make insurance cool again for the generation to come. And some ask me, are all the consumers ready for this? And I say, even if they aren't, some of us have to lead the change, to educate the consumer and make them ready. So again, some say adapt or die, but we say adapt and fly. My friend, it was an absolute honor to have you all here. Thank you so much for this exciting participation, and we will see you next year on the annual global conference that we will try to make it even more innovative.